Jimmy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the EJG3 show. This is your host, Eddie Gallagher. I am here today with Jimmy Lavelle. Jimmy, how are you doing?
Good. How you doing, guys? Love the show. Love to be here. Any chance Ed gets me on the show and asks me to be on, I'm always going to be here for Ed to be on the show and provide my input on football, any sports related topics. So I'm here.
Absolutely, absolutely. The last time you were on the show, we talked about the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, we did. I just looking back at it, I said they were going to go 12-5, I think, right? And they
No,
finished
13 and 4.
13-4. They finished 11-6, lost the last two, so that was pretty accurate. I said they're going to win the North handily, and they did. And I said the Week 18 game was going to mean nothing against the Lions. That's why they're going to lose it, and did. So I kind of called it pretty much on par. As most sports takes, I'm usually pretty right about those. So yeah, that they won the North, but job's not finished. It's just step one, Ed. Step one.
Exactly, exactly. We'll get to the playoffs in a second, but let's just recap the year. Now, I didn't see this coming. I didn't see the Bears winning the NFC North. That was a total shocker for me.
I
Now,
did.
I did think that they would be the most improved team, a really improved team. Yeah, I think I predicted like 10-7. Uh, what was you? Did you feel like they met expectations in your eyes?
I think the expectations was to just finish above 500 for at least media and betting odds and stuff like that. I think most Bears fans knew how good this offense was going to be, and with Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, and the fixed O line, and it kind of just came into fruition. We got a little bit of luck with the injuries, playing not having to play Rodgers, not having to play Lamar, not having to play a couple guys like that. But at the end of the day, we're still a playoff team. Maybe we should be a 3 seed. We won at Philly. We beat Green Bay. We got some good wins in the resume, so we earned our spot. We earned our mark. We took San Fran on the last second, so we're clearly a good team. Defense has a little bit of flaws as expected. We put all of our money into the offense this offseason, so it's okay. We wanted most important was have Caleb develop, and he did. So I would say we exceeded expectations, but my expectations. This is what I was. That's what I thought was going to happen, Ed.
And clearly, you were right. Now they did start off slow, like really slow. You know, we saw and we heard, Caleb struggling, uh, in training camp. But I gotta tell you, the coaching, he he's he's really improved. I give Ben Johnson a lot of credit.
Yeah, yeah, no. Ben Johnson's the guy. I think a lot of us knew that before season started, but kind of like you said, it took a couple weeks to get going. It really happened after that bye week where they kind of won the bye week 2-2. Everybody's like, all right, it's not a bad start. They beat two bad teams and they lost the two good teams, so it was like, all right, it's what we expected. And after the bye week, we played the Commanders in Washington versus a healthy Commanders team, coming off a win streak, and we beat them playing square. Caleb outplayed Jaden, and it was pretty much that. That's kind of where it kicked off. Was that Commanders game? The run game exploded. Top five run game in the NFL now. Monangai, Swift, the duo. The O line, the run blocking's good, the pass blocking's good, and then Caleb's obviously exploded the second half of the season. So it's really a thing of art. Ben Johnson's one of the best coaches in the NFL, and you're seeing why.
Now, there's been a lot of good coaches this year. Vrabel, Kyle Shanahan, Ben Johnson. Do you think Ben Johnson should win Coach of the Year this year?
I would give it to the guy from Seattle, Mike McDonald, just because I think he's in the hardest division and he won 14 games. So I would give it to him. 'Cause I do think that with Darnold at QB, like he doesn't have a top level QB, but he's made that defense into something very special. Like Ben Johnson made into our offense very special. So two things, I would say those two, Vrabel, Liam Cohen those would be the four I pick between. I would say McDonald one, Johnson two, Cohen three. Vrabel or Liam Cohen three. So it's the one of those four. Pick your poison. They're all great. Liam Cohen's been the most underrated coach. He's been unbelievable, but I'd give it the slight edge to Mike because he's in the heart of it. He's in the hardest division in football, and he's a one seed in the NFL with Sam Darnold, which is he's a good quarterback, but he's not one seed caliber. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, he's not one of those top dogs, you know. But yeah, no, look, Ben Johnson really turned the Bears around, you know, changed the culture, and I love the post game locker rooms, you know. You know, he really, you know, the team just feels his vibe, you know.
NFC North champs, that right here. See this shirt?
Repping the
Best in the
North,
North.
absolutely,
Up in the North, NFC North champs. Yep. Good, better, best. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Now I want to talk about Caleb. Look, obviously he did start off slow, but then he really turned things around. Um, I just want to know what was your thoughts, you know, just from beginning to now end. Like, have you seen the dramatic improvement that you were hoping for?
Yeah, yeah. All the way around. Seeing every step he's marked. Nearly 4,000 yards passing, 30 touchdowns, like 8 interceptions. The only mark that he didn't improve on was completion percentage, but I think it's the most overrated stat in football. I just don't care because he's throwing away so much to avoid sacks that it's gonna go down. He took such a the biggest drop off in sacks percentage from year one to year two. I think like ever in the NFL. I read a stat the other day. So yeah, he's marked everything. He's a superstar. He's gonna be get better and better. There's just that offense is gonna be so good. Like it's hard to describe right now. Right now, it's already a top five offense in terms of like total yards, stuff like that. But when yeah, they have Colston Loveland, Monungai, Roma Dunze, Luther Bird, and these guys are gonna be around for years. They're all rookies or second year guys. Like it's gonna be one of the best offenses in the NFL for a very long time. The defense they gotta figure out somehow in the offseason because it's not great, but yeah, Caleb has met all expectations and more. He's a superstar. He's going to be a top five QB in the NFL within a year or two. He's already better than Jordan Love. He's already better than Jalen Hurts. He's already better than Jaden McDaniel. So that's just what we expected.
Yeah, you know, that offense took off
Yeah,
when the running game started getting going. DeAndre Swift, Kyle, you know, did and that's what Ben Johnson wants to do. He wants to run the football to set up the pass. I
yeah.
just
He lean. You saw in Detroit, Ed. You saw in Detroit. He leans on the run game, and that's how you. That's what good offenses do. You can't just have. You see with the Bills too. You see with your Buffalo Bills. They lean on James Cook too. They can't. They don't have Josh Allen throwing for 9,000 yards every game because you can't win like that. You need to have the run game. You need to have a balanced pass game. No great offense has one or the other. You gotta have both. So Bills do it, Bears do it, all the good offenses do it. That's just what it is.
yeah, no, you had to have a good running game.
You
Running game.
got it. You got it.
And
NFL so
this is
good.
how good Ben Johnson is. And I'm going to compare the two teams.
Yeah.
I would say Detroit has more talent than the Bears, but you saw the impact of Ben Johnson when he left. The offense was just not the same.
hmm Yeah.
And and there's a reason like I like Dan Campbell. He's a good coach. But Ben Johnson was the heart and soul of that Detroit team, not Dan Campbell, in my opinion.
I like this, Ed. Keep going with this. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, look, I mean, I like my coaches that call plays, are good X's and O's. Dan Campbell's just a motivator. You know, that's really what it is. I mean, he's done a great job uh rebuilding Detroit. But he's not an X's and O's guys.
No. No, he's a leader of men and he's a good head coach, but he needs the right coordinators around him. When Glenn and Johnson left, he saw take a slight step back. I do think the Lions are fine. I think they're gonna be fine next couple of years. They just got to hire the right OC. I think we might see Brian Dable head to Detroit, from what I've heard. Maybe Mike McDaniel, one of those guys. Get a guru in there with Dan Campbell. They'll be good again next year. So they still finished 9-8 despite all the injuries and struggles this year. But yeah, no, Ben Johnson was the heart of that offense. The offense was still good this year. Kind of fell off the end of the year when Dan Campbell took over play calling. and he didn't really know what he was doing. But yeah, if they hire the right OC, they'll be fine. I do like Dan Campbell, but you're right. Yeah, Ben Johnson going from Detroit to Chicago, you saw the entire division flip on its head. Chicago in first, Detroit in fourth. Last year it was Detroit in first,
No, no.
Chicago in
Didn't
fourth.
they finish third? Minnesota came last.
No, nope.
Huh?
Minnesota came in third. Lions came in fourth. They're both 9-8, but Minnesota has a tiebreaker. Had Lions finished in fourth place. Ben
Oh
Johnson
wow.
finishing.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Ben Johnson finished in first place. That's the complete opposite of last year. The only difference between last year and this year, Ben Johnson is on Chicago now, and Chicago is now in first. It's a pretty simple formula. Lions fans will argue, oh, it's the injuries, it's injury. Yeah, we were one of the most injured teams in the NFL this year, so BS. Johnson delivers. I think we have one of the best coaching staffs in the NFL. I really do. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to talk about your defense for a minute.
Oof.
They 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 had 23 interceptions, which is pretty an amazing stat. Uh,
Yeah.
but when they don't turn the ball over, they give up a lot of points. Now, look, I still think if you get interceptions, you're still considered a good defense. It doesn't matter if you take the ball away. That's a pretty good defense. And I get they give up a lot of points, but if you can turn the ball over and get points for your offense, I mean, I don't know. I don't think the defense is that bad.
Yeah, I like your thought behind it. It's just when you play a great quarterback with that defense, it doesn't work too well because it's worked this year. So we've played a lot of bad QBs, and it's an easy fix. All I need is to get a good DB in the draft, and they need to stack up on the D line because they have no pass rush. That's the number one issue is the pass rush. My ideal situation is to trade for Max Crosby, 2 first-round picks. It's going to be tough to get because everybody wants him, and the Raiders are looking for the biggest offer, probably 3 first-rounders. So maybe I don't know who's going to do that, but yeah, it's just not. It's not a great defense. It's a bend, don't break defense. It's bend, don't break defense. Good red zone defense. Take the ball away. But yeah, if you're a good QB, you're gonna pass for 250 plus yards every time against them because they don't have the DBs. All they have is Jalen Johnson. The rest of the DBs stink, and there's just zero pass rush. Like the QBs can literally take a nap, wake up, go for a morning jog, eat eat breakfast, eat lunch, eat dinner, go to work, and then throw the ball. So that's their defense pass rush. Not great. Montez Sweat's pretty good, but everybody else is not great at pass rushing.
Um, I love your weapons.
Yeah.
Colson Loveland.
Oh, what a dog! What
He
a dog! Dogs.
I told you when he came out of when he got drafted by the Bears, I said this guy's gonna be a stud. He was really good for Michigan.
Really good.
The junior season.
He had the
Um,
shit QB though, JJ McCarthy, the gals, John Clemens' boy, JJ McCarthy. He fucking stinks, doesn't he? Oh, sorry, I can't swear.
yeah, you can't swear. It's all right.
Cut that down.
Um, but no, he's I for a quarterback. You need to have a good tight end, and Colson Loveland. It's his rookie year, right?
Rookie year, yeah, he's
Yeah, yeah.
21. He's 21 years
713
old.
yards, 6 touchdowns. I mean, he's been productive this season.
Yeah, no, very productive. He's 21 years old. He's one of the youngest tight ends in the NFL. He leads all rookies in receiving yards since week 9. He's a dog. He's really just a great player. There's no one on the roster I have more confidence in than Colson Loveland's going to be a superstar. He's a Travis Kelsey type build, but he can block too. He's a good pass blocker too. So he's just the perfect tight end. He'll be around on the Bears for a decade plus. He's unbelievable. Luther Burden too. Those two guys are just unbelievable draft picks by Brian Poles. Kind of backfired a little bit because they didn't really draft the pass rusher which they needed, but they have unbelievable young weapons going forward for sure.
Yeah. Now let's talk about the Packers. They
Oh,
rested they rested all their starters.
yeah, because they're soft, like McCarthy, soft like butter, and his brother, is both soft like butter.
I look. They've been banged up. all season. Same with the Bears. Obviously,
Have they though? Have they? They lost
isn't
Micah
losing
late.
Micah Parsons.
They lost him late in the season. Though. They didn't. They weren't looking that amazing before that. I mean, they lost to the Browns with Micah Parsons healthy. They lost to the Panthers with Micah Parsons healthy. I don't know, Ed. They're a good team.
They probably would have won the division if they didn't get injured.
Yeah, but we were missing Roma Dunze for the last 7 weeks.
No. I'm just saying they were riding when Micah Parsons was in, but then once he got injured out for the year, they kind of slid a little bit. So I wanna ask you this question. Say the Bears do beat the Packers.
Oh,
Does Matt LaFleur get a pass for this, or should the Packers get rid of him?
I think a better question is not should Matt LaFleur get a pass? Should Jordan Love get a pass? When you have a backup quarterback like Malik Willis, who some are saying, not me, some are saying he might be just as good as Jordan Love, and he's cheaper. If they can move off Jordan Love's $265 million contract, sign Malik Willis, LaFleur likes Willis better, calling plays for him. I don't know, Ed. It might be him and Jacobs next year. It could be a good little duo. LaFleur's a good coach. He's not Ben Johnson. We know that. He's not Kevin O'Connell, but he's a good coach. He got a good record. He won't get fired. There's no way. If he leaves, it'll probably be by his choice. But if the Bears do beat the Packers on Saturday, it's gonna be one of the most miserable seasons in Green Bay history. They went into its season Super Bowl favorites and they became the Bears BITCH. That would be
Yeah, I told you
unfortunate.
stop swearing, dude.
I just spelled it out. I
I
thought
know, but dude, you gotta stop, dude.
yeah, no, it would be unfortunate how one side it because the Packers owning the Bears become the Bears owning the Packers.
Yeah, yeah. No, I would agree. Kind of reverse psychology. Um, this is gonna be an unbelievable game. I think this is probably the best game of the weekend.
Yeah, I'd say this or the Bills Jags. I like the Bills Jags game. That's a big game. Smaller market teams, but I think they're just two very good offenses.
I totally agree. I totally agree. Um, I will say this though. If I, as a Bears fan, I would be worried because
Oh no.
you didn't really outplay them. Even when Malik Willis, I know you won the game, but if Malik Willis did not fumble, the Packers were going to score a touchdown
In overtime, or are you saying the onside kick?
in overtime.
Yeah.
And also,
Maybe it was 4th and 1. They could have got stuffed on that run.
I mean, maybe, but I mean, the Bears got lucky in that game. They didn't.
Is it luck though scoring that fast? Because they've done it. They've done it 6 times this year.
No,
Is it
no, no.
luck,
I'm saying,
or is it the Iceman?
but the onside kick was lucky. The onside kick was lucky.
It was lucky, yeah, but I mean, Bears had so many opportunities to score earlier on in the game. They were without Luther Burden and Roma Dunze that game, so like the offense was gonna limp. Like this game on Saturday, they got all the weapons healthy. They got all the running backs healthy. The whole O line's back healthy. Green Bay got healthier too, but we had this game. We have our weapons. We beat them last game with just DJ Moore, no Burden, no Komet, no Dunze. This game we got them all healthy, so that's the way I look at it, Ed. And you could spin zone what you said and say, "Hey, the Bears got lucky and won the game," or did the Bears figure the Packers out? What do you think? Did they figure them out the last 2 minutes of the game?
Maybe. I mean, it's football. I mean,
Did they fit? I don't. I think going to Soldier Field in Chicago, it's a tough. It's not ideal. I mean, obviously, I'd rather play like the Panthers first round, something like that. Just kind of like pick my feet up and watch the Bears win easily. It's gonna be a close game. It always is with these two teams. The last 4 contests have come down in the last play of the game. I don't know if you remember that. They had the blocked field goal. Bears won a game-winning field goal this year. we had the Caleb interception, and then we had the Caleb game winner. So it's every game's coming to last play. So it's going to be close. No one can argue that it's going to be close. But I trust the Iceman. I trust the clutchest QB in the NFL. I trust Caleb Williams. I don't trust Jordan Love, who has more interceptions and touchdowns in his last two playoff games.
Yeah.
Boom, roasted. Eat
Um,
that.
I think it's gonna be a 30-mile-per-hour wind Saturday. That's what they're saying.
Yep,
Uh
and with some snowfall too.
yeah,
Makes
and
it a great game.
and that's gonna lead the Bears because Packers don't they're not a good running team. They just can't run the ball.
They don't have the bear. They don't have the Bears O line. That's pretty much the only difference. They have the better running back, Josh Jacobs, but they don't have the Bears off interior offensive line. They don't have Joe Tooney, 5-time Super Bowl champion, 4-time Super Bowl champion. They don't have Drew Dahlman, the Pro Bowler. They don't have Jonah Jackson. They don't have Darnell Wright. They don't have those dogs and up the middle. It should be a high scoring game, but knowing that the stakes and how much pressure and how much energy all these teams are gonna have. I could see the under being the play, honestly, if you're a betting man. I don't know if you are or not, but
I think the under is a play.
yeah, because they're two good offenses and two struggling defenses. You would think the over would be the play, but the weather and both the last two games have been a little bit low scoring. I don't I think the stakes are so high that these offenses might come out a little stagnant, a little nervous, a little tight.
The
I can
the
see it being
total
a low scoring first half.
the total is 44 and a half.
That's pretty low.
Depending on the book that you're looking at. Um, and the outcomes, I gotta do a little math. I'm not
Mm.
really good at that.
Oh no.
Uh, I mean, look, it was 28-21 uh the first game, so that was over, and then 22-16, that was over too. So
22-16, what that covered the over?
no, that didn't.
Yeah, no, I think first the second one was low. Second one went overtime and still didn't cover it. But I mean, and also the overs are never really guaranteed when you have a QB like Jordan Love in the playoffs, the guy who's struggled his whole career in the playoffs. Like I said, the last two games he's got
I
more
mean,
interceptions.
Caleb, Caleb hasn't played in a playoff game.
Yeah, but the Iceman, a guy like him who has 6 game-winning drives, 6 fourth quarter comebacks this year. Who do you want more in the clutch, Ed? You want Caleb Williams in the clutch. You know that, right? Obviously.
Yeah, I'm taking Caleb.
I
He has more upside.
Yeah, long term for sure. But this game, I mean, they're both solid QBs. I'm happy they're not starting Malik Willis. I'll tell you that much. I'm happy they're not starting Malik Willis because we can't guard him. I guess so. I don't know, Ed. It should be a good game. Who you got winning, Ed?
Well, I don't know. I mean, Chicago didn't look great right now. I'm sorry, man. I'm going Packers. But
Ed,
but
come on.
but I don't
It's supposed to
know.
be
I
our
don't
pro.
know. These two teams are pretty much even, and they played like it.
Yeah, they're even, but who do you trust more in a game plan, Ben Johnson or Matt LaFleur?
I guess before you haven't seen Ben Johnson coaching a playoff game yet.
We have. He went to the NFC Championship with the Detroit
As a
Lions.
coordinator, as a coordinator.
Yeah, but like you said, it was
This
his heart. He
LaFleur
was the
went to the
heart and
NFC
soul.
Championship game as that coach. Now,
Yeah, with Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams and the top. Yeah, and then you lost to Tom Brady's 40-year-old.
yeah, I mean, look, you didn't know. I mean, why are you kicking the field goal? I don't know. You should have just went
Yeah,
for it.
exactly. Yeah, he's scared. Ben Johnson, he's not scared to go for a fourth down. If it comes down to the game winning drive, it's 4th and 3 in their own 40. Ben's going. Ben's going. So it's gonna be a close game. It's not ideal playing the same team 3 times in like 5 weeks. It's not ideal because it becomes a coin flip type of environment. It's not ideal when you're a 2 seed to play that game. It's like kind of like the Pats playing the Bills. It's not really ideal for the Pats that happened. But The kind of difference is I just trust the Bears offense more than the Packers offense. I do. I think they have the better QB, the better coach. Both defenses are going to struggle a little bit, no doubt, especially in the pass game. But I trust the better quarterback, the better coach, and the home team home field advantage, and the better run game too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
I think I'm changing your mind here.
hey, maybe I haven't placed anything on this game yet.
Yeah,
Um,
I've been looking for your Instagram stories, see what line to take.
yeah, yeah, they'll come out on Saturday. Yeah, we'll come out on Saturday. Jimmy, let me ask you something.
Yeah,
Are you even a little bit nervous? Like, what's the atmosphere going to be like, in Chicago?
it's gonna be sold out. It's gonna be an expensive ticket, $450, the cheapest ticket you can get. But it's going to be, I think, one of the loudest atmospheres in football history. It's going to be unbelievable. It's only the third time they've been playing in the playoffs against the Packers in history. So that's 100+ years of history. This is only the third time we're going to see it. Bears won the first matchup. Packers won the second matchup. I mean, it's the rubber match. It's the big one. Some would say, I wouldn't say, but some would say that the Packers. This is supposed to be their Super Bowl year and they're on the road against a team that's supposed to be the fourth seed in the division, it's already not a great look for Green Bay. The pressure is on Green Bay to win this game and kind of right the wrong from the season. If
Oh,
they
oh, I
lose,
think I think you're right. The pressure is on Green Bay.
oh yeah, I mean, 'cause if
Yeah.
they lose, it's a complete failure of a season. This is their third straight years of 17 game bounced first round. It's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster. And like you said, they might have to look at a coaching change, a QB change. Who knows? It's just not. It'd be an organizational dysfunction if they could lose to the Bears back to back times when the Bears were projected 8 wins and they were the Super Bowl favorites. That would be that would be an absolute disaster. But it's gonna the atmosphere. To answer your question, the atmosphere's gonna be crazy. They have the towels going this game. It's gonna be a crazy atmosphere. I was trying to get tickets for it, but I couldn't get off work, stuff like that. You know how it is. So
And
tough.
you don't like the cold. I get it. You like to stay in Florida.
Yeah. I'm in Florida, so it's a little bit of a travel schedule for me to get there. Probably a couple hour flight, but yeah, it's gonna be a crazy game, man. I think it's gonna be the best game of the weekend, like you said. And if the Bears do win, I want to look ahead because it's a tough game. They'll probably get Philly at home, a team that they just beat the crap out of. I don't know, Ed. It's if the Bears win this game, it's looking like Super Bowl could be going back to Chicago. And you know how the '85 Bears eat. They haven't paid for a dinner in 50 years. So you know how it is.
I mean, look, I will say this: AFC, NFC. I think it's all wide open. I'm not trusting Sam Darnold. I'm not trusting. I'm not trusting the Eagles. I don't think the Eagles have looked good at all this year. The Rams, who knows? They're the 5 seed, and the 49ers, they're all banged up. So yeah, Chicago should feel great. They should feel confident to reach the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
I do think if we win this game, we're going to the NFC Championship. I do 100% believe it. I think if we get Philly at home, it's a great matchup for us. We saw what happened last time in Philly. If they come to Chicago, I think we would just dominate them. The run game would be too much, and we just control the clock. If you want to know my prediction, I not even asked me yet, but I think it's gonna.
I'll get to all the games.
Okay.
You want to do it now?
No. It's your show. I'm
No,
just
no, let's do it now. Let's do it now. Spread or straight up?
straight up. I don't know the spreads off the top of my head.
Well, I could tell you.
All right, I'll do both quick.
Okay, Rams at the Panthers. Rams minus 10.5.
Rams, 10.5 is a ridiculous spread at home. I think Panthers cover. They're gonna be within 10, but Rams win.
Packers at the Bears. Green Bay minus 1.5.
Bears. I think it's gonna be a tough game. Like I said, I'm not overlooking Dave McCarthy and his Packers. But I think Bears do get it done, and the Packers become officially the little brother of the rivalry. And unfortunately, I think Matt LaFleur might have coached his last game.
Bills at the Jaguars. Buffalo minus 1.5.
Eddie, I hate to do this. I really do, because you're a friend. I'm a friend of the show. I'm a fan of the show. I think Jags win by double digits. I do, Eddie. I'm rooting for the Bills. My family's all Bills fans. I don't think the Bills have looked good in a single game since like November. They've looked bad for so long, and they keep getting by these like the Browns game. They look bad. The only game they looked good was the New England game, but they like had a miraculous comeback. So like, I get that's it's a great win, but like they just haven't looked like the Philly game. They looked so bad. The offense was just like
Yeah,
I don't know, because
yeah.
Philly, yeah, it's just Jags. Like you're playing the hottest team in the NFL. The Jaguars by far the hottest team in the NFL. I know experience is big. I know Josh Allen is the way better QB, but I cannot pick the Bills in their right mind. It could happen, but I think Jags win clear.
Uh, 49ers at the Eagles. Philly minus 5.5.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be an uncommon pick. I'm gonna go Niners plus 5.5. Right? Is that what it was?
Yep.
And I'm gonna parlay it Niners money line.
Okay, okay. Interesting.
I think Niners win straight up. I think we've seen this matchup before, and I've seen San Fran get the better of Philly, because you know what? I said this to you in August. Remember, Brock Purdy is a better pure quarterback than Jalen Hurts, and Kyle Shanahan is 5,000 million bajillion times the coach that Nick Sirianni will ever be. Mark that.
Yeah. Uh,
Niners, eat that house.
Chargers at New England. New England minus 3.5.
I think there's gonna be two upsets. I do, and I think this is my second one. I'm gonna go Chargers. Money line. Chargers. I think it's
Wow.
everybody's counting out the Chargers this game. They're saying there's no chance. Herbert is still a great quarterback. He's so due for that first playoff win. I think Harbaugh is gonna have a game plan. The Chargers' weakness is that O line. New England does not rush the passer that well. I think they'll be able to hold up Herbert enough time to get him the ball. I think Chargers win outright. I do. I think they're gonna steal this one, and it's gonna shock the country, and it's gonna be good because me and you, we don't like Boston fans. They're bad people.
uh, Texans at the Steelers. Houston minus 3.
This is tough.
So I read a stat. Steelers with Mike Tomlin on Monday night, 22-3.
Yeah, I also read that Mike Tomlin has not won a playoff game since me and you went to junior prom. Okay. Mike Tomlin has not won a playoff game since 2017. That was my junior prom. He he has not won. The Steelers aren't that good. I think Rodgers could pull a miracle. I'm rooting for the Steelers, but give me Texans. That pass rush is gonna the way you beat the Steelers and Rodgers is that you can rush the pass with four guys. No one does it better than the Texans. Rodgers gonna be he can't move. He's gonna be licking their chops. They're gonna be licking Hunter, Will Anderson. They're gonna be licking their chops at that statue. Unfortunately, Texans by a gazillion.
Okay. I know you're a Bears fan. Your final score
For
in
what?
the
For
Packers
for
Bears game.
mm, give me give me 20 Bears 27, Packers 21. It's 21-20 going to the last drive of the game. 2 minutes. Caleb pushes the ball into the end zone, and Packers come down. Not enough time. They throw a Hail Mary. Jalen Johnson deflects it. Game over. Bears win 27-21, and the Chicago Bears are going to host a second playoff game, and it's probably gonna be the Rams or Philadelphia. It don't matter. Hopefully not the Rams. Uh, but yeah, that's my prediction.
Hey, Jimmy, this has been a pleasure. You're more than welcome to come on the show. And fans, if you watch this video, please like and subscribe. And
Hey, like and subscribe, chat, follow me on Instagram. And Ed, we need to get Jack Corker on the show once. He's been asking me when's Ed gonna invite me on the show. He's a big Bills fan. He wants to bond over you with it. So he wants to get on your show for the playoffs at some point. If you can get him on, squeeze him in your time.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Hey, Jimmy, thanks for coming on, and we'll see you next time.
All right, see you, Ed. We'll see you in Chicago week 2.
Absolutely.
Peace.
Peace.